Tindo, head coach.
We go with the support which they give us throughout the season.
Great. I'll tell you what, the young lad, he's about 10 years old, Mufaro Chimutenga. He's hot on their heels where Tongo Gara and Chapungu.
Yeah, all the way. And also it needs better backup. So, number one.
Right.
And also from
Tindo, you've brought Telone back, arrived at Telone. I know the mission was to get Telone back into the Premiership. How difficult was it to...
One really want always winning. And the difficult things which we... So I knew the first season, 2022, I didn't know the players. I analyzing this season, we later the players were older to leave the club, and also later success was the style of play, unit of purpose. The guys, they play according to instruction. The guys, they played according to, especially coming from Premier League, coaching Premier of football from Aero.
Or Bournemouth.
No. The problem, they are always beaten.
I don't know. He says he supports Real Madrid because the English. Yes, where the heck have you been? Of the Central Region Division 1, Tindo Tendai Chikuni. Now, didn't go too well. You only won 8 out of 30 together there. I think it was Wange, Chapungu, and Mushowani. Pass the ball. I'm digressing. Right. You already sent to the boys about what?
in Shona we say chakatanga ndechakachenjedza.
That's literally translated. Tell that one again.
2019, it was our first year into Premier, and we got and it was so surprisingly 40 points. So kuti kana makavira garai madya also teams and I'm now talking, giving them clinch the championship.
Oh,
no matter how, but that's what we are going to do.
Wow. Our superb cameraman, camera person got me there, checking me out of my seat. Did you hear? If you didn't, the Manica Diamonds, JT, Jairus Tapira is watching this, the head coach of Manica Diamonds, the Gem Boys, Dinamo Dimbare. I know Kaka is watching as well. Yiboso. Tina Wemajuzi, he says we are gunning for you and the mission is to win the championship. That's the administration manager. Let's hear from the men who will be calling the shots, right? Tendai Chikuni. Of course, the green machine, Makepe Kepe, Lloyd Loza Chitembwe, Wazinzwe, as part of the technical crew as well. But let's find out from the man who calls the shots. Tendai Chikuni.
With a lot of coaches, coaching Division 1, if I might advise them, I think it's all about confidence and what you bring to your players. You want it to work. So if you see it is 2 hours, it's 2 hours so that a person can go and sleep.
So you want to beat your mentor, Muchina Wemajuzi. That's what you want to do.
Challenge which we are having, teams, they want to pick second round. That's a big problem, especially there's nothing like this. So we are preparing our pre-season now. We are preparing for everything.
Okay. And then it's gunning.
Board, they are trying to do these guys happy. And I'm happy. The support we should get from the onset when I joined the club, honestly, it will be something difficult. Where the funding is coming, well, it might be, but it will. Well.
Yes, you've heard it. You've heard it from the horse's mouth, and before that, his partner. They're saying that Telone league title, and this is the message for all you teams out there. Yes, remember, in the second part of the show, we will have the Lithium Boys. Bikita Minerals were also represented here by Telone, who's offset, is watching this show, is their technical team analyst, Ronald Mazinza, nodding in approval. So this is the same mission that they have at Telone Football Club. Right, manager, administration
Yes.
manager, Zet. Yeah, you're talking about all this, about wanting to borrow, and the Gem Boys and the students as well, her rentals are, top 6. So I'm talking about, the top 6 teams here. Are there any plans to spruce up your team, by getting a couple of players in those ambitions that you have, that you're harboring, can come true?
Yeah. As a team, it's a norm. Some of the players, so currently, to see whether he can add or subtract, but the current squad we are having is good enough to compete in the Premier.
Okay. All right. Right, our Facebook page is buzzing, and you should buzz along with it. Number 1 favorite show, the best show. Thank you so much, Love More Haisa from Zaka Jerera. One day, some years back, I'll be back. He says, Warrior, and he's saying, Telone. Teacher Sanga Naigogo. This is Teacher Sanga Naimom. So keep talking to us. Right, it's Game Plan Reloaded. That's our Facebook page. And yes, we like to share with you this very exciting number 1 sport, the fun-filled sport in Zimbabwe. And of course, the Zimbabwe Warriors go. Warriors go. Always our number 1 team. And right, Coach, I'm sure here I know you said something about the fans. How important were the Telone fans during the season? Can you say?
We went to Tongogara. I was shocked. The celebration started on a Saturday when you play MSU, when you hit them 5. I always say to my players, look at what Zimbabwe Warriors does to Nigeria recently. No one was giving them a chance. So we've got new players incoming, and some they were playing in the Premier, some they haven't. So we'll mix them.
Okay.
Definitely, we need to come out with the composition of a team. Which we can, because if you look at it, some of we can have a wholesale change, and it makes good for you. It takes time for a new player to change, even a good player. That's why I see you buy a player today, you struggle to him to get into the new system. Now executives, they come to Ama, you buy not good players. But obviously, when you are buying a player, you need to look at the future. Some of the players, especially we don't have machineries in Zimbabwe, where we test our players, especially knee injuries, ankle injuries. So some of these things we learned from the first batch. We were affected by those things. So I think this time, through the team manager, we've spoke about it. We need to be very effective on the purchase of our players. And we are not going to just buy players. We are not just going to add. We don't add numbers, we add value. Because if you add numbers, we always say, I'm registering 25 squad. Then so what? That's why one day Marino wanted to say to menu, I wanted 23 players, including the goalkeepers.
Yeah.
So I think our supporters out there, we are urging you to support the team. No, I know everyone was saying, Chikunya, we don't want to come back again. There is no. We could go to Betty Bridge. People in open tracks.
Yeah.
They will support and it will be hot, Betty Bridge. But overall speaking, I appreciate and we need him to keep on supporting us where we go wrong. Give us a chance. There is no one who doesn't want to
Okay, right. So the Tell One supporters, you've heard the message. Keep supporting the team. Now, this is the right manager, administration manager, Tapson Zivengwa. Which stadium were you using this season?
Ascot Stadium.
As your home stadium.
Yes.
Are you planning to use that next season because that stadium has not been homologated?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
It's our desire to be using Ascot Stadium. As of late, last year it was being used by Wawa. Now, Captain, even before we were relegated, we were using the same venue. So it's our wish or desire to be using that.
What happens if
stadium.
It's still not, I did say it's still not homologated. Homologated, it's still not passed through. I don't know why they choose this homologated. Or what it hasn't been approved. Anyway, so if Ascot Stadium is still not homologated by the authorities, have you thought about any other stadium that's nearby where the fans can still come? Have you thought about that?
As of now, we haven't get beyond, but we are still trying to maneuver to see whether which ground is suitable for us.
Okay, right. Okay, you've heard it from should I say the two horses' mouth? Yes, the Wi-Fi boys have reconnected to the top flight league, the Premier Soccer League, and you heard them here saying to you that they would just want to go in there, outgun everybody and win the league championship. It just leaves me to thank the two representatives here who were on set. First, the administration manager, Tapson Zivengwa. Thank you so much, Zet. Wish you all the best, and we hope to see you again soon here.
Welcome. Just want to say to all of our fans, big geared for happiness.
Right. Big geared for happiness to all the fans of Tell One. And Tendai Chikuni, the head coach, thank you so much. All the best, and we hope to see you again soon.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
We are seeing I wish if people with a vision we really need Zimbabwe football to grow. We will have seen it all.
Yep.
I've been with FC Platinum for so many years.
Yes.
And honestly speaking, if these things were being done then, maybe we could have been somewhere.
Okay.
So I thank you, CNN, for incorporating us here.
That's right.
Because this thing, everyone is able to see the CNN game plan.
That's right.
So,
I know you are a big fan as well. Everybody is a big fan. So we just want to thank Tell One Football Club and wish them all the best as they head back to Gweru, where they're stationed. And yes, manager was here and the head coach was here. Thank you so much to all you Tell One fans who are watching the show, and the leadership at Tell One, we wish you all the best. Right, we're going away for a teeny weeny bit, but yes, as you know, we're not going anywhere because when we come back, we will have the Lithium Boys, Bikita Minerals Football Club, telling us their own side of the story. So stay put. We'll be right back.
We asked the children, how many of you brushed this morning? And this little boy, his hand didn't go up. And I said, well, why didn't you brush this morning? He said, my brother was using the toothbrush. If I'd waited for him, I would have been late for school. I'm sorry, I get a bit emotional when it comes to that. To be able to change a child's life, to be able to bring back that confidence about their smile, for me, is phenomenal.
Report gender-based violence. Since gender-based violence is a crime in Zimbabwe, both who are directly or indirectly affected should report to the Zimbabwe Republic Police and other organizations that have opened their doors to help victims of violence. Invest to prevent violence against women and girls.
The taxes that are being proposed have got largely a threat in terms of disposable incomes for our citizenry.
So we need to do what is called strategic collaboration, which feeds into planning and implementation. Because now that the budget has been announced, it has to be aligned towards the Vision 2030 mantra.
Our youth these days are just all about hustling and wanting quick money. What's your take when it comes to youth empowerment, and what is your advice?
I think as youth, we need to remain focused. Let's focus on the opportunities that the government is dishing us out.
Let's shake things up.
Who can tell a story about you and me?
Our victories, character, tears and smiles, our future as well as our today.
A new show will be hitting your screens.
Yes, it's The Rise, and it will help you rise from the slumber of your weekend with a news-filled show with everything to start your weekend on a perfect note.
Now The Rise has something for everyone, including you.
News from Zimbabwe and beyond its borders.
Best of all, exclusive interviews.
And results from all sport codes.
And if you're analytical, there's comprehensive analysis on social and economic issues.
And if you're a little bit like me, we've got the entertainment, and we give you something to sip on, the gossip.
Why restrict yourself to just Zimbabwe when you can also get views from the diaspora?
And we wouldn't leave you without some special tips and tricks that you can do it in the comfort of your own home without spending a dime.
Just know that you'll be glued onto your screens as The Rise comes every weekend, every Saturday and Sunday, right here on ZBC TV. The Rise. It's comprehensive, it's accurate.
Kune chimwe zvikoro for example pakandava vakauya vachitaura kuti havana printer havana laptop vari kutoenda kwamakoni kana kudema kunotaipisa maexam evana saka takazouya neprinterwo nelaptop tikavapa kuti vavanowanika vachibatsirika.
Ndichasimudzira vana vamaseke kubva kumadrugs vanowana pekutandarira uyezve mafine motor skills avo achanyatsobuda zvakanaka.
Takuenda pazvimajuwelara takagadzira zvemusoro zvemuhuro.
Buffalo handakatoita zvekukopera mapicture but aripo handaona natsobuditsa yese but zvizvingoni. And this is our picture of PET.
Welcome back to your number one show. Yes, we all love you, and we all love to hear your comments because this is the world's most beautiful game. And in Zimbabwe, you know that it is number one. You are number one to us. We are number one to you as well, I guess, because you are the owners of the game. Don't let anybody fool you and tell you that game. You are the owners of the game. Right. We were talking to the Wi-Fi boys, Telone Football Club, and now the other club, the winners from the Eastern region are here. They are the Lithium Boys, Bikita Minerals Football Club. Yes, they won the ticket, and they are represented here by two members from their fraternity. Let's say hello first to their club spokesperson, who is standing in for his chairman, for the club's chairman, Mike Muchava. Mike Muchava is the club chairman, but the club spokesperson is here. He is Colin Nikisi, a long-time colleague of mine. We call him Kodza. Colin Nikisi. Thank you so much. Amhlope, congratulations and welcome to Game Plan, Kodza.
Thank you so much, Charles the Legend. It's nice to be here.
Right. Okay, so that's Colin Nikisi, Kodza, like you heard me saying. And with him is the man who was calling the shots from the technical bench. Now listen to this. Listen to this. This man, before I tell you his name, I will want to tell you he is a brother, a younger brother of Muchina Wemajuzi, Norman Mapesa. Oh yes, 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 yes. His name is Tonganai Mugeji. Right. His dad and Norman Mapesa's dad are brothers. Yes. So yes, that's how they are brothers. Tonganai Mugeji, nicknamed Heyday, he is the head coach. Heyday, thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you very much, Sinin.
Right. And, well, how is Muchina Wemajuzi?
He's great.
He's great. He's there.
He's great.
Okay. I want to start with you, swiftly. Just tell us a little bit. We didn't have to really introduce Tendai Chikuni. A lot of people, know him, from Shabani, Ngezi Platinum, and so on. Just in brief, who is Tonganai Mugeji? I mean, now millions know that Muchina Wemajuzi, but they want to know more about you,
Yeah, yes, Mugeji, I'm a young brother. I played Division 1 for Don Bosco and Zetarapi Bedbridge. It was 2006 and 2008. And then I started my coaching career 2009. Yeah, I used to coach young guys, primary school, and move on to secondary schools. And then I started to coach amateur football. It was 2012 when I was at Great Zimbabwe first. And I scooped the championship, but they failed to play in the first division. And then the same 2012, I tested Division 1 at Mashingo United, but I never coached it because I have challenge. Right. I was young, and the supporter said, he's young, and then
coach
yeah, and then I reserved my energy from that side. And then I started to coach first division 2015 when I was at Mashingo City, and I finished on the third position, and I moved on coaching Rengo Mine. Good FC 011.
Wow.
Yeah. United Lions, the soldier side there in Mashingo. And then last year I was at Mashingo United. I finished on third position. And then this year I started at Mashingo. After 5 games, and then I moved to Bikita Minerals
And then from there, now I become a champion coach.
Right. Okay. So you know the game that I really want to watch. I won't miss that. Whether it's going to be at Mandava or in Bikita, there is the one between Bikita Minerals and FC Platinum, to see the two brothers outwit each other. Eh? So right. So Colin Nikisi is here, standing in for the club chairman Mike Mushaba. I know. We call him Mikalo. I know you're watching the show, Mike, and all the best. I'm Klope for getting the ticket. The Premiership. Kota, I know people are very excited there in Bikita, and I want to hear from you what you can promise the fans. I'm asking you this because you were watching. Has Telone said here, both representatives said they are out there to outgun the so-called big guns. They're out there to win the league title. I want to hear from you. What message do you have for the Bikita fans who are watching right now?
Okay, thank you so much, Charles. At Bikita Bureaus, we believe that the club belongs to the fans, the fans that have been with us for the past 5 years, the same fans that would travel all the way from Bikita to Chimanimani to Mutoko, just to watch their favorite players in action. So we really value and cherish their support. So it's a starting point. As a club, we've committed that we are going to use the Lithium Stadium for our matches. Already we have begun a series of meetings with civil engineers. We're also getting insights from the powers be at ZIFA. And it is our wish that we could also beat the Premiership leadership led by Kenny Ndebele as early as possible, so that we are told what we need to do to ensure that when the season starts, the Lithium Stadium hosts Premier League matches. So we believe once we do that, we would have returned the favor to our fans who have stood with us all the way. Okay. And I just want to add more, Charles, to say we are a humble team. If you look at how we started as a team, it's a team that started in Division 1 in 2015. 2016, Division 2 rather. 2016, we won promotion into the Premier League. 2017, we had the Germans. We owned the mines. They were quite supportive. They even took some of our players to France and Germany for trials. And
let me butt in, because I'm sorry. Let me just butt in. I'm just butting in. You said, you heard him say we are a humble team. So I just want to butt in. Some people are calling you money bags, Bikita Minerals. Is it correct to say that? Money bag? And big, Bikita.
No, we're a team that values hard work. Why I say we're a humble team, if you look at our budget for the 2023 season, we had a modest budget where we had to work with what we had to achieve success. So we will not abandon that approach. Okay. So we'll continue with the same approach. So yes, there's the lithium rush. Lithium is the white gold right now. So a lot of people, they think we are money bags. We're not money bags, but we're a humble team from rural Bikita. All right. And certainly we will compete. We will not like Telone. We want to win the league title. But for us, the outright objective in our first year, we are looking at survival. And then we've got a 3-year plan, we've got a 5-year plan. We want to stay in the league with the big boys. From the 3rd year to the 5th year, we're looking at a top 8 place and possibly winning one of the cup competitions on offer. So that is the 5-year plan that we have.
Right. Head coach, heyday. If you're just joining us, yes, we were talking to Telone FC. We're now talking to Bikita Minerals FC. And Bikita Minerals FC represented here by Colin Nikisi, who is the club's spokesperson. He is here today, standing in as well for chairman Mike Mushaba. And their head coach, heyday, we call him, is Tonganai Mugeji, the younger brother of Norman Muchina Wemajuzi Mapeza. Now, we had Colin there just talking about the 3-year plan, the 5-year plan, and so on. Does that suit you well? We haven't had him saying that the leadership have crafted a plan where first year you have to beat Dimbari, Rentals, Highlanders, and the like. Does that make it easy? Are you more relaxed like that, or what?
CNN, on those issues, when you are in a game of football, yeah, the better team of the day will carry the day, but I don't have fear to all those clubs because we are into it. I myself, I was just like Moses. Moses took
Moses Chunga.
Moses went Bible.
Biblical.
All right, Moses went Bible. I thought you was going to say Moses Chunga when he took Shabani Mine to greater heights. Oh, the biblical Moses.
Biblical Moses.
Okay, tell us about that.
Yeah, I was sent here by God, so I want to prove myself as a young coach. Yeah, we are going to play against all those teams, and we can manage to beat them because we compete, and the better team of the day will carry the day. Yeah, so when I say I was like Moses took another Pharaoh from Egypt, but he went to Canaan. Ashiba. So it's just like me. This is the first time of Bikita Minerals to be in the PSL, and it's my first year to coach Bikita Minerals, and then I managed to be the champions through hard working and through the executive. We combine from Mr. Mshava and his group, Mr. Collins. They helped us to scoop the championship.
I want to butt in here, head coaching. Are there any players? Why I'm asking this is how many players do you know from Bikita Minerals? I mean, you know, the Bikita Minerals fans are watching, or they will be telling me, I see an no, you Dynamos fan, you Highlanders fan, you Herentals fan, you Caps United fan. Can you name any one player from Bikita Minerals? I'll give you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Bam! You never came up with anybody. So who are the players that we should watch out for? You know, I know the whole team, you don't have any favorite players, but just tell us maybe 2 or 3 players that we can watch out for in come 2024.
Yeah, I have some young guys, the energetic guys.
Tell us about 3. We want to know, you know, want to get used. Who?
CNN.
Yeah.
I like them. Don't judge them before I enter in the field of play.
Right. Yes. I believe our social media, our Facebook page is buzzing with your comments. Thank you so much. I will be reading some of them. Don't worry if I don't read one of yours. Keep sending. I'll be reading shortly. But let's just turn now to Colin as well. Colin Nikisi was here on behalf of Bikita Minerals. Colin, is there any chance, or are there any plans to spruce up the team? We've heard the head coach saying, no, we haven't got any stars and so on and so on. But from an executive standpoint, after perhaps liaising with the technical team, are there any plans to sign guys? I don't know. Maybe you're thinking of bringing on CR7 from Saudi Arabia to Bikita. I don't know.
Thank you so much, Charles. We firmly believe that if the players are good enough to take the team into the Premier League, they should be good enough to ensure that the team stays afloat. But however, where we are, it's now a big pedestal. In liaising with the coach, I think we might add a couple of new faces. We are not looking at wholesale changes, but a couple of changes. Maybe in terms of numbers will be guided by the coach. But I think 8 players might come through and at least give the players that were there a good run for their money, because ultimately in football it's all about competition. It's all about those that are there to stay on their toes all the time, and it's also about improving those that are there. So no also changes, but yes, we would definitely go onto the market and try to sign a few players that will bring value and quality to the team.
Right, so, you know, very ambitious. Okay. Mukepe 35, that's what he calls himself. CNN, thank you so much for bringing team the Division 1 and on game plan. But Chandoda kuvaudza vamwe avo ndechekuti tichavarova nekala yedu yegreen and because ndichitovaona apo ndatoona kuti Caps United chi inovarova. I'll give you a chance to answer that one. Mkepe 35 you've seen hanzi kungovaona patv tukuvarova. I don't know. This is Belmo Zinyoro. Tell one yakambotora trophy here. This is the yakambotora trophy here. CNN tell us, and CNN, this is the best show on ZBC TV. Thank you so much, Bellarmine Zinyoro. He's from Glendale, and Dr. Nero just says, hello CNN, great show. Thank you. Dr. Nero again says, Tiripo Pachirongwa, Tiripa Fio. Just a strong throw here. And he goes on again, Bikita Minerals, ndio timu ye kwangu. Harurwa, right. Harurwa. Where is that? Sorry, I don't know places.
Okay. Harurwa is it's a delicious delicacy.
Oh, it's a delicacy from Harurwa. Listen, I'm going to be very, very honest. I've never tasted it. So, is this from Mashonaland East as well? Harurwa. Well, no, it's because I'm from Mashonaland East. I don't know Harurwa. Mzamviringwa, maroro and stuff like. You must bring me the next time you come here, Colin. This Harurwa. How does it taste? Do you cook it?
We'll definitely invite you, Charles, so that at least you can have an experience of Harurwa. We also have Jungoja as well.
You eat it raw?
No. Maybe my coach is the one who prepares it for the players.
Just quickly. We're just digressing from the game. I want to hear about this Harurwa.
Harurwa inongori it's a itongoti chakaita leg zvakaita bete type
yacho. Oh, it's a cockroach.
Yeah.
Oh, cockroach.
But
cockroach. Cockroach. I must eat that. Aiwa. No ngegare zvayo Harurwa yacho. Wamba ichigere hanzi inenge cockroach. Aiwa. No. I've heard Ishwa, that's the termite. I've heard that. I've heard Dambarafuta. I've heard that as well. Zambarafuta, like a cockroach.
It's not a cockroach.
It's not a cockroach.
But it looks like a cockroach.
Yeah.
So what do? You boil, you fry it in the pan? Or what?
Yes, yeah. We used to fry it.
And then you put salt?
Yes.
And then? No, we'll have to continue this Harurwa topic later on. But for now, I don't think I'm too familiar with it. Right. Okay. Colin, I want to I'm going to put to you. I was just saying, do I put it to the head coach or to you? But maybe I'll put it again to the head coach. Bikita Minerals had finished the season second to Tenex. But then a team called Graham, that they needed to beat Graham on the last day of the season, but they could not beat them. They drew 1-1. And when the season ended, we were told, Tenex had won it. But then later on, it transpired that Graham, that they had drawn with 1-1, had used an ineligible player. So, rightfully, Bikita went to the Eastern region and complained, and investigations were done, and it was shown that Graham had used an ineligible player. Now, Koza, people are saying, your detractors, not everybody, your detractors are saying, Bikita Minerals just came because of this technicality. What do you say to that? And they won't make it because of this. What do you say to that? I see the head coach wants to answer it as well, but I'll give you a chance to answer it first.
Okay, true, Charles. If you go to social media, I think in the last 3 to 4 weeks, I think it was awash with stories of that nature. But in football, there are rules and regulations. and even the Eastern Region Soccer League, it has got rules and regulations that govern competitions. So Tenex, for your own information, in October, they lodged an appeal with the Eastern Region Soccer League executive when Midway used 3 to 4 ineligible players. But their case was thrown out. Why was it thrown out? Because the rules are quite clear. If you go to the rules and regulations, the adopted ones, 13.1, it clearly states that if a club uses an ineligible player and the opposite club realizes it during team inspections, and if they lodge an appeal with the match commissioner and the referees, and if the team insists the player is theirs, the match is played. But eventually, when there is a hearing and you produce the evidence, the team that used an ineligible player, the points will be forfeited and awarded to the opposition team. Tenex, they made their appeal in October, but unfortunately they lost their appeal because they only realized that Midway had used 3 ineligible players after the match. So the rule says before the match. They realized that Midway had used ineligible players.
Yes, we hear all that, Kodza, but these detractors are saying, can you stand the heat?
We were not at the top by default. Remember, we were actually at the top of the Eastern Region Soccer League for almost 3 to 4 weeks.
Yes, you were.
So we were not there by default. There. And if you look at how we picked ourselves after losing the first 3 matches, we were the most improved side right from week 3 right up to the last week. The only team that we must say we competed neck to neck with was Mazodze. So yes, people, it is within their right to say Bikita this, Bikita that, but the fact remains that we followed the laid down rules and regulations. And as for whether we will stand the heat, time is always a better prophet. So 2024, we will definitely prove to all those people that we want to be a football powerhouse in 5 years' time. And in 2024, we are there to stay.
Oh, yeah, the 5-year development plan. Right, more messages rolling in. Thank you so much. It's Game Plan Reloaded. That's our Facebook address. And Makepekebe 35 is big. In the way games, sure. But now he says he wants to know from the coach who is Norman Mapeza's brother. CN, can you ask him, Maori, achiri kutambira Bikita Minerals here?
ZPC Kariba.
Oh, he's now moved to ZPC Kariba.
Yeah.
So you've heard the Makepekepe 35 is no longer there. And this one is Doctors Nero. Wow. Thank you, CNN, for this great show. Well, keep them rolling. I was going to come to you, head coach, and just after here, the 5-year development plan and so on. And you've already said, I know, you've already told us that you don't fear all these big names and so on. But have you got any particular sides? I won't ask you to name the sides, but if you looked at the PSL teams for 2024 and you've said, when these guys come to perhaps the Lithium Stadium, you put a tick, these ones we will beat, these ones we will beat. I'm not going to ask you to name names. Do you as a coach, maybe let me put it this way, as a coach, do you do that? You look at it and you say, Mawan. What do you do?
Yeah.
Do you do that?
As a coach, yes, I plan like that, but as I said, the better team of the day will carry the day. So when all those teams came to Lithium, I don't think they cannot come as an east task to them. They supposed to come and compete to win the game in the Lithium Stadium. Because from the day I was at Lithium Stadium, I never lost any game in the Lithium Stadium.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Correct. Colin, is that correct? He has never lost at Lithium Stadium.
We never lost at Lithium Stadium in the since when Tongai came through. We never lost a single match. But like what he rightly said.
Getting to be like Real Madrid, eh?
Yeah. So like what you rightly said, I think that the plan for us in 2024, yes, we'll pray that at least we've got some friendly 10 fixtures so that we pick as many points and the guys have got the confidence. We pray for that, and definitely the bond between the club and the fans is so huge, such that the Lithium Stadium is a fortress. So we also want to take advantage of that and ensure that we pick as many points as possible at the Lithium Stadium. So it's also part of our grand strategy going into 2024. But unfortunately, we won't share a lot. For now, we'll keep some of the plans that we have as our weapons.
Okay, head coach, Tonganai Mugeji, heyday. Buchina Wemajuzi. This is the last question. Quickly, I'm throwing him at the deep end. Eh? I want you to just to visualize in your mind 2024. Give me the top 4 teams in 2024 at the end of the season. The top 4 teams. You didn't see that one coming.
I think
number 1.
Number 1. I don't do bet.
You don't.
Yeah, I don't do bet.
You don't do bet.
Yeah.
I wasn't betting. Number 1. Should I say to you number 1?
Bikita Minerals.
Or number number 1 Bikita Minerals. Number 2.
I put Dynamos there.
Dynamos. Dynamo Dimbare number 2. Number 3?
Yeah, FC Platinum.
FC Platinum. Number 4?
I put Ngesi Platinum.
Ngesi Platinum, that's his top 4. Well, I know some Green Machine supporters not happy with that. Some Bosso supporters not happy with that. But this is Tonganai Mugeji talking. Well, that's just about it. We always have fun here. But tempus fugit all the time. Time flies all the time. But I'd just like to thank Bikita Football Club, the Lithium Boys, who were represented here by their club spokesperson, Colin Nikisi Kodza. Thanks so much, Kodza. Wish you all the best.
Thank you so much,
for 2024, and looking forward to coming to the Lithium Stadium.
Thank you so much, House. And we also want to say thank you to our sponsors. That's Bikita side of mine. Okay. Our general manager, Mr. Genua Wang. He's a staunch football fan, and he wants us to raise the flag, and we'll raise it for him.
Okay. Head coach, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to coming to the Lithium Stadium, and all the best, especially against your Blazo, Muchina Wemajuzi, when you meet him. Thank you so much.
Thank you, CNN. I want to thank you, the Bikita Minerals executive, as Mr. Collins say, and I want to thank you, the Bikita supporters. I want to say to my guys, let us continue to pull our socks. There is a race coming next season.
Thank you.
Forgetting, I couldn't forget to thank my wife.
All right, your wife, your lovely wife. What's her name?
Yeah, Precious Mtedi.
Precious. Precious, it's Precious, the lovely wife of the head coach, Tonganai Mugeji. He thanks you. I know you're watching. Well done. Right, well done to all of you who support this show, and every one of you. You are the owners of the game. That's just about it. Do enjoy the rest of your viewing here on ZBC TV. And from everybody from the ZBC TV sports crew, fronted by our producers, Bevin Shinurai and Jacob Buganya. Yes, we say, remember to take care of your loved ones and each other. I'm Charles, CNN Mabika. Until we meet again, it's bye-bye for now.
Mangona chatenzwawo.
Ndangoti mungozoti mwana uyu ndewenyu. Muchingoziva kungoti mungoziva zvenyu but
saka ndenda kuziva kana uchiti hapana chanofana kuparticipate mumwana wako.
Do not participate. Hapana chamunofanira kucontribute panyaya yemwana.
Aiwa, ndototanga contribution kupa nhasi. Handikona kunokaisa mabhanzi mumusoro. Handiti. Ndinoda kutoisa maweave because maybe she's a girl. Anozotora nonzera dzako dzemabhanzi wobuda ndoda kuti mwana wabuda achitora musalad.
Munhu tone mafanizi naye.
Hapana mafanizi, ndikuuza chokwadi.
Ani zvandiri kuita ini ndinoita ndega zvese. Zvinhu zvekuti hey zvorukwa mabhanzi